Om Namo Narayan. My cordial greetings to all the IRPA members here who are the seekers for international peace. Look, when we go through each other's religion, we may understand how much close we are. The same thing is there into my Sanatan Dharma. Though we call that Sanatan Dharma is not any religion. Hinduism, a sect that is following or very close to the principles of Sanatan Dharma, may be called as a religion, and Hinduism also can be named as Sanatan Dharma. It is the world's oldest religion. It's a religion of nature. That means philosophies and practices are considered universally accessible through sincere study and researches about the reasons and experiences of the livelihood. Hinduism is also an indigenous religion made up of diverse family of philosophies and traditions, those who have been practiced throughout Asia for ages. Sanatana Dharma, as I told, is not any religion. Yes, because religion means reconnecting with God, whereas Sanatana Dharma, it says that all beings are the smallest organism to the man, our humanity, are considered to be equally manifestation of the divine. That means reflections of the divine qualities are in every particle, every atom, every molecule, or the finest particle. Because of this shared divinity, Hinduism, the practicing set of Sanatan Dharma, views the universe as a family, or in Sanskrit text, we can say Vasudev Kutumbakam, and it considers the well being of all human beings. That's why we say Loka Samasta Sukhina Bhavantu. And when we talk about the different aspects of Hinduism, you can just go through the different sets of its preachings, its Puranas, its Vedas, and you can say that Hinduism is for the betterment of all the human beings. Sorry. Look, in our Hinduism, there is a concern for universal well being. When we talk into our verses, that is Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina, Sarve Santu Niramaya, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschit Dukh Bhag Bhavet. May all beings be happy, may all beings be healthy, and may all beings experience the same prospects. Men, may none of the men suffer in this world. Hindus understand the divine existence over pure being, the light of consciousness, and manifest into forms to be understood and worshipped by various means, especially you can say uh, in the forms of living beings, and for every individual in different ways to enable them not to believe in the divinity but experience to know the divine. So we all are born to know the divinity of our existence. This of pluralism has contributed to the incredible spiritual and religious freedom. One witnesses within Hinduism in its main deity traditions, paths or yogas, school of thoughts, saints traditions, and our different sects, ways of worship, etc. This pluralism is just not applicable to Hindus but all members of this universal family. Ekam Satya Vipraha Bahuda Vadanti. That means truth is one and the wise people call it by different names. So God is one and we call God by different names and He is the alone truth. Like any other religion, Hinduism says that it is not harmful but inherently flawed to insist that one's path towards God is the only true and meaningful God. Hinduism have never invaded any other land. You can see the history of mankind. The India, that is the country of Sanatan Dharma, it never invaded any other country on the name of religion. That is also clear that for centuries in Southeast Asia, it has been the Hindu brand of absolute pluralism, which has provided the ideal environment for peaceful coexistence and prosperity for at least eight major religions, including Hinduism, Buddhism, Judaism, Christianity, Islam, Sikhism, Jainism, and Zoroastrians. That's the beauty of Sanatan Dharma. That's why we believe in coexistence. To get the exact meaning of uh, the preachings of Hinduism, we must go towards the creation of universe. You will amaze that before this modern science, the Hindu text already declared the exact principles or the exact philosophies of the emergence of universe. Hiranyagarbha is one of the terminology used into our Rig Veda. That means Hiranya means the golden and Garbha means the womb. So the golden womb, poetically translated as the universal womb, is the creation of universe or manifested cosmos in the Vedic philosophy. It find mention in one hymn, that is in Rig Veda 10th 121, known as the Hiranyagarbha Sukta, suggesting the single creator, deity, and that is the one. And he is the God of gods and none besides him. That is expressed. The creation of universe, the modern science has created so many of theories like Big Bang theory, etc. And those are very compatible with the ancient most texts, those have been mentioned into the scriptures of Hinduism. In Sanatana Dharma, we say that the first book of this universe or this mankind is Rig Veda. And in Rig Veda, it has been mentioned a terminology, a phenomena by the name of Hiranyagarbha. Hiranya means golden and Garbha means womb. This golden womb, poetically translated as universal womb, it is the source of the creation of universe or the manifested cosmos in the Vedic philosophy. It finds mentions in one hymn of the Rig Veda, that is 10.121, that has known it to be Hiranya Garbha Sukta. Sukta means a poetic expression, suggesting a single creator deity, and it says that Ye Devaswa Adhi Deva Eka Asita. Griffith, that means he is the God of gods and none besides him, identified in this realm as Prajapati. Praja means one of the creation, that is the humanity, and Pati means the king of that Praja. So who gives them, shelters them, knowledge, who gives them food, who cares for them, that is Prajapati. The Upanishads call it is the soul of the universe or Brahma, and elaborates that Hiranyagarbha float around in the emptiness. Say we talk about the galaxies in science, in the universe science. So what we say that there is emptiness in the universe, and there is darkness in the universe, and there is no existence in the universe. So Hiranyagarbha is the golden egg that is being floating into this darkness for a year, and then broke into two halves, which makes them Swarga and Prithvi. So one half of that golden egg is said to be Swarga. Swarga means the heaven, and Prithvi means the earth. So heaven and earth has been mentioned into this Hiranyagarbha Sukta. So the we can even explain it in the classic Puranic Hinduism. Hiranyagarbha is the term used in the Vedanta for the creator, and Hiranyagarbha is also Brahma, so called because it is said that he was born in golden egg in the Manu Smriti. Manu means the first human being as per as Hinduism on this earth. And from that Manu Smriti 1.9, it is said that Brahma was born from the golden egg. While the Mahabharata, the text of the later eras of the Krishna, it says that it is the manifest. Manifest means it has been submitted into Brahma. So Brahma is the creator. Some classical yoga tradition consider a person named Hiranyagarbha is the originator of yoga. This may be also named for the sage Kapila. That is a Kapila Muni. So many theories are there. So I would like to mention about this Sukta, that is the poetic hymn related to the Hiranyagarbha, that is about the golden egg, and that will be like this. Hiranyagarbha samavartatagre bhutasya jata patireik asit सदाधार पृथिवीं दया मुतुतम दया मुतये माम कसमै देवाय हविषा विधेन य आत्मदा बलदा देस्य विश्व उपासते प्राशीषम यंस देवाः यस्य छायामृतं यस्य मृत्युः कस्मै देवाय हविषा विधे यः प्राणतो निमीशतो महित्वैक इन्द्राजा जगतो बभू य ईशे अस्य दवीपदश्चतुष्पद कस्मै देवा हविषां विधे यस्यैमे हिमवन्तो महित्वा यस्य समुद्रं रसया सहाहु यस्येमा प्रदिशो यस्य बाहु कस्मै देवाय हविषां विधे येन्दयु रुद्रा पृथिवी च त्रिलहा येन स्वः स्थापितं येन नाकः यो अंतरिक्षो रजसो विमानः कस्मै देवाय हविषां विधे यम क्रंदसी अवसातस्तभाने अभ्यक्षेता मनसारे जमाने यत्राधिसुर उदितो विभाति कस्मै देवाय हविषां विधे आपो यद बृहतिर्विषुमायन गर्भं ददाना जनयन्तीरग्निं ततो देवानां संवर्तता सूरेकः कस्मै देवाय हविषां विधे यश्चिदापो महिना पर्य पश्य ददक्षं ददाना जनयन्तिर्यज्ञम् यो देवेश्वीधि देव एक आसित कस्मै देवाय हविषां विधे मानो हिंसित जनिता या पृथिव्या यो वा दिवं सत्यधर्मा जनान् यश्चापश्चंद्रा भूतिर्यजनान् कस्मै देवाय हविषा विधे प्रजापते न त्वते दानन्यो विश्वा जातानि परिता बहु यत् कामास्ते जुहुमत्सतन्नौ astum vayam syama patayorayinam. So these are the 10 main verses of this Hiranyagarbha Suktam, and that can be explained in or translated to understand for a better understanding for all of us is that in the beginning rose this Hiranyagarbha, born only Lord of all created beings. He fixed and holdeth up his earth and heaven. What God shall be adore with our oblation. It's like a poetic prayer. Giver of vital breath of power and vigor, he who commandments, all the gods acknowledge. The Lord of death, who shed his life immortal, what God shall we adore with our oblation? Sorry. Who by his grandeur hath become sole ruler of all the moving world that beats and slumbers. He who is Lord of man and Lord of cattle, what God shall we adore with our oblation. His through his might are this snow cover the mountains, and all men call sea and rust his possession. His arms are these heavenly regions. What God shall we adore with our oblation? The fifth line of this sukta. By him the heavens are strong and earth is steadfast. By him lights reign and sky vault are supported. By him the regions in the mid-air were measured. What God shall we adore with our oblation? To him, supported by his help, two armies embattled look while trembling in their spirit when over them the risen sun is shining. What God shall we adore with our oblation? So this was the sixth one. And the seventh one, what time the mighty waters came, containing a universal germ, producing Agni. Thence sprang the gods, one split into being. What God shall we adore with our oblation? This Agni means the fire. At point, at line of that Hiranyagarbha Sukta, he in his might surveyed the floods, containing productive force and generating worship. He is the God of gods, and none besides him. What God shall we adore with our oblation? Ninth, near may he harm us, who is earth's begetter, nor he whose laws are sure, the heavens creator. He who brought forth in great land and lucid waters, what God shall we adore? So, in the eighth line of this rhyme is that he in his might surveyed the floods containing productive force and generating worship. He is the God of gods and none beside him. What God shall we adore with our oblation? Ninth one, near may he harm us, who is earth's begetter, nor he whose laws are sure, the heavens creator. He who brought forth the great and lucid waters, what God shall we adore with our oblation? Tenth one, the last one, Prajapati, though only comprehendest all the created things and none beside thee, grant us our heart desire when we invoke thee. May we have store of riches in possession. So, this is the Hiranyagarbha Sukta. It's a figurative expression how this universe came into existence and how Brahma or in the form of Prajapati, created and cared for the newly came into existence all the creatures. So it's a very vast study about the creation of this universe. When we proceed forward on the different manuscripts or the well-established scriptures of Hinduism, will find different things. Say in the Matsya Purana, that is on the by the last destruction of the world, a fish came and saved Manu and some of his disciples, and then again this world or the civilization started. In Matsya Purana 2.25 to 30 gives an account of initial creation after Mahapralaya, that is the grand destruction of this earth, the great dissolution of the universe. There was darkness everywhere. Everything was in a state of sleep. There was nothing either moving or static. Then Swayambhu means self-manifested, arose himself, which in a form beyond senses. It created the primordial waters first and established the seed of creation into it. The seed turned into a golden womb, that is Hiranyagarbha. Then Swayambhu entered into that egg. So, different ways it has been expressed, but that is a cosmic theory, still the modern science is lagging behind. The Narayan Sukta explains that everything that is visible or invisible, all this is pervaded by Narayana within and without. The Ishvara Upanishad says that the universe is pervaded by Ishvara. Ishvara means the God, who is both within and without it. He is moving and unmoving. He is far and near. He is within all these and without all these. The Vedanta Sutra further states that Brahman is that from whose this universe proceeds, in whom it subsists, and to whom it ends, and it returns. So the generation, operation, and the destruction, that is God, has been explained very importantly into the Hindu scriptures. The Sankhya school holds that there are only two primary principles, Purusha and Prakriti. The creation is only a manifestation or evolution of the constituents of Prakriti due to action of Purusha. But above all this different explanation, the prime one that interests the humanity a lot and that has got our main motive, that is we are all one, we all are one, that is being expressed into Hindu scriptures, that there is one God. The Vedic concept of God believes in one and only one God with no mediator in between, and God is omnipotent, omnipresent, all pervading, never born, never dying, all knowing, and the creator of the universe. No other literature describes the existence of only one God as beautifully as the Sanatana Dharma or the Hinduism Veda does. Just see here. Na dvityo, na traya chaturtho, na panchutate. That means no second, none third, none fourth, none fifth, na panchamo, na shashta, saptamo, na puchyate. That means no fifth, sixth, seventh, na ashtamo, na navamo, dashamo, na puchyate. That means no eighth, no ninth, and no tenth. Yajna yetam deva meka virtam veda. Sa sarvasi vipashyati yacha pranati yachana. It has got a very nice explanation into Atharva Veda. That means there is none, one or ten gods. It is only one. He is the only omnipresent. It is one and only one. A more categorically or effective, emphatic, and impressive refutation of polytheism cannot be imagined. So, the Vedas reject the multiplicity of gods in the clearest possible terms and speak about one God who is omnipresent, omnipotent, omniscient, and absolutely formless, who is ever unmanifest and who never assumes human forms or never advihaya. So there has been a confusion that people ask us very many times, that is, why are you worshipping your gods in form of statues? So in Advaita we say only one God, but in Dvaita we say he is expressed through various means. So in these expressions, he can be expressed through different forms which the people, you can say, a worshipper that imagines into his mind and put it into form of idol. So we accept the formless worshipping as well as a formful worshipping also. So you can say Yashaha Yekaha. He is only one, he is conscious, he is indivisible, he is Yekaha, Yekaha, only one. Where can be more clear exertion of existence of only one God than this after reading the description of God in this manner? Sri, you can say W.D. Brown, one of the prophet, the professor, writes, in Vedic religion recognizes but one God. So Vedas call upon to offer worship due only to God and no one else, to nothing else. It is clearly stated in Rig Veda. So we need to understand that Hinduism, one of the topmost sect, or you can say the ancient most sect of this world, has got so beautiful ancient most scriptures like Vedas, Puranas, Smritis, those are the doctrines or the philosophies, and even every religion has been submitted into this Vedic scripture, right? So our first lecture, you can say, about this Hindu basic idea, I have tried to deliver you. Hope that you will all like it and go into the depth of Hinduism with perfect interest, perfect flair, and perfect devotion. Right? Om Namo Narayana.